the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Good Wednesday evening, everybody, and welcome into the Dirt Wrestling Network's live coverage of the ADS 360 Sprint Car Series, Lucas Oil Speedway. Man, does it seem like we have been camped out here for quite some time. Everybody wanting to run at Lucas right now. It seems like every series right in here. Yeah, Tim, it's about time, but we're here. We are here, ready to go. Dirt Slingers, just not quite enough going on over there to stream them tonight. Don't know why their 410 series not picking up a lot of drivers, because they had a whale of a race at Charlotte tonight. It was pretty fun. These guys got 30-lap feature tonight. Got about 17 drivers checked in, so a couple 3 heat races. We'll probably jump straight to our 30-lap feature. Get this thing in, up, out, and done. Well, it seems like I keep everybody waiting all the time, Tim. That's just, just how it is. Don't forget, if you're over on YouTube, Trollo, or Twitch, hit the subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, drop by the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page. Like, share, follow. As always, drivers wrapping it up here pretty quick. About 45 seconds. We are going to go trackside, get our opening ceremonies out of the way, and then we'll get into qualifying. We'll see if Sean Stevens, we're watching him right here, 26 car, quickest in our practice session, 12:37 for his quick time, 14:11 for his last trip around the Speedway. Pritchard, we have seen enough of Cameron Pritchard lately to know that that guy's somebody you better keep your eye on tonight, the 21 car. has been tearing up all the 360 series. See Trevor Royer. Royer was over, picked up the win tonight. The Elite Invitational Series over at Dirt Slingers. So going to come over here and try his luck back in the 360s. Has had a couple of bad weeks, and maybe that is snapped now with the good run tonight over in the 410s. Larry Moody's in here. Wade Fields in a wing car. I haven't seen Wade in a wing car in a while, so. But it's time to go trackside for tonight's opening ceremonies. When we come back, qualifying.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right. Big thank you to the Foley boys as we head back trackside. We're going to move it up to the booth here. Drivers are getting ready to roll out. See Josh Whiteman already ready to go, sitting at the end of pit road.
Relapse to qualify. Relapse.
Race control letting the guys know they get 3 qualifying laps. Several drivers already out on track. We'll keep our eye on Whiteman for just a moment here. We'll see who starts to come in. I want to go watch Sean Stevens here. He was quickest in the warm-up session before qualifying. We'll see where he times in. Steven Fernberg immediately dropped down 0.3 of a second as Miles Jensen puts up a quick time. Whiteman, quarter second off of that. Coluccio, 0.2 off. Sean Stevens on the track, and Stevens half a second off on his first lap, takes it right to the bottom. We'll see if he can do anything from down here. Way down low. This time around 59. Oh, making a 14. He goes third quick as Chad Burt puts one up, and then Cameron Pritchard. I talked about him in the pre-race, a 21 machine. He has been on fire lately. Over on Sundays with the down and dirty guys, over here on Wednesday nights. Pritchard 14:03, Chad Burt 14:09, and Miles Jansen 14:10. Top 5 here comes Trevor Royer up to 6th quick. Let's see what Robert Tucker can do here. The NOS Energy number 17. Ooh, that car laid over pretty hard on their right rear. I saw that car bog way down. 1466. That is pretty much as slow as it's going to get. He is 16th out of 17. Jarrett Murphy has not timed in yet. Steve Lindo, 8th quick right now. About to complete his third and final lap right here. And he does not improve. Slows down, actually, 14:32 for him. So right now, Cameron Pritchard looks like he'll be quick qualifier for the evening. Going to give Murphy time, and it just doesn't look like Murphy's actually going to make it onto the track. So 16 took time. Couple of drivers didn't even complete all 3 laps. So we'll wait for the time to expire. Get ready to go to heat races tomorrow night. Elite Performance non-wing 410 sprint cars, 8 o'clock Eastern. I think Zach Krieger will be back on the call for those. And then season finale. The Netcode Esports Mighty Midget Series double features tomorrow night. They will wrap up their season, crown a champion. That'll be at about 8:30 Eastern. All right, just waiting for the session to expire. Not a lot going on next week. Limited schedule. Going to have Sunday nights double feature. Monday night should be double feature. We don't have any. Oh no, Tuesday night. Tuesday night is going to be the Freedom 76. That is the. Oh man. PRO. Sorry. PRO. The Freedom 76. They have a big long season finale race, and that'll be the 3rd Freedom 76. And then Wednesday, I think ADS could be running. I know Dirt Slingers is not. They're letting everybody travel for the holidays. And as of right now, on Thursday evening, Turkey Day, Thanksgiving, late in the evening, at about 9 o'clock Eastern, give or take a few minutes, we'll have the 2nd annual Paul Nichols. That'll be a 200-lap enduro race. Street stocks will be at Lanier. It won't be a demolition derby style. It'll be just straight up racing. We did this last year, put it together in just a few minutes, and man, I'll tell you what, it was a lot of fun. Everybody had a good time. It was amazing watching cars go 200 laps, and the racing was awesome. That last 25 or 30 laps, everybody kind of came back together in the top 5 or 6, and it made for a very, very fun night of racing. So let's get ready to go down here and take a look at the starting grid for heat number 1 this evening. Going to be Cameron Pritchard, the 21 car on pole, 91 of Matt Grimm beside him. Row 2 inside, the 38 of Corey Jans. Next to him, the 99, that's Patrick Coluccio. Your third and final row for heat number 1, Caleb Moen inside the 57. And the 87 of Robert Tucker. We'll start on the outside. So 6th driver Robert Tucker not making the call. So 5 cars, all that are going to make it. Everybody's going to the feature. Normally it would just be the top 3 transferring out of here, and everybody'd have to play around in the soup. But the limited car count, drivers will be shown where the start line is, right about there. And when we come around the next time, that pace truck will be gone from the front of the field. Cameron Pritchard going to look to make it 3 out of his last 3 that I know of features. If he can get into the feature and get into the winner circle tonight, because he went back-to-back last week, and he's trying to just put a stranglehold on the 360. The green flag in the air, and Pritchard straight to the front. Grimm second. Jens slid into the third, side by side behind that. Moen and Coluccio. Coluccio had a problem out of 2, so he'll fall back. Caleb Moen will slide into that 4th spot. The 88 of Moan getting around. Down on the bottom, not making any ground, but there he's going to lose a little bit as he got the car really sideways out of 4, and he's going to let Coluccio get back to the top side on him. Pritchard just gone, out in front and running away already. Five laps to go in this one. 1 full second. Cameron Pritchard to Matt Grimm. Jans trying to put some pressure on Grimm. Cut it down low. Just not quite enough juice to get it there. Now goes to the top side of 1 and 2. Does he have a run down the backstretch? No. Too much power off the bottom of turn number 2. And there's a lot of grip down there on the exit of turn 2. All Pritchard out in front. Over a second right now, but around 1.1 seconds, 2 to go. The signal from the starter stand, you saw Jans go to the top side of 3 and 4. Got the right rear right at the edge of that sticky stuff. Whoa. Just not enough Matt Grimm, and Jans goes by on the top side. So white flag in the air for Cameron Pritchard. He's into 3 and 4. He's going to win his heat race. We know where he's going to start in the feature. And that's dangerous for the rest of the field. Jan second, Grimm third. Moen comes on in 4th. And then Coluccio rounding it out. So 1 in the books. Get ready to go down here and look at heat number 2. You're going to line up like this. It's going to be Chad Burt, the 13 on pole, with Sean Stevens in the 26 next to him. Second row inside, the 214 of Stephen Lindau, and Josh Whiteman in the 24. And the back row will be Wade Fields, the 71, and the 25 of Jarrett Murphy on the outside of that row. Jarrett Murphy didn't make the call, so once again, 5 cars. There we go. There's the Indy race parts. Tim Sims. Elite Performance Industries machine of Wade Fields. Used to seeing that car with no wing on the top on Thursday nights. All right, Lysol on the pace truck. He's going to make a hard right turn there, up into the pits. Airborne and everything. It's Chad Burt. Jumped out in front of the field. He's going to have to slow down, let everybody catch up.
Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
So lights on the pace truck. back onto the Speedway he comes. We did not get a start. All right, so we'll go green this time out of turn number 4. Now, I don't know. I don't know if they're actually going to run this or not. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think we're still under caution. I heard the green flag come out, but they're racing. And Sean Stevens working his way around Burt. Burt's going to fight back through the middle of turns 1 and 2. They're side by side into 3 and 4. That time Stevens with a bobble didn't seem to hurt him. He clears the 13 of Burt. Oh, they're going to get in there. Those two going to touch. They're going to get hooked up. They're going to slow up in front of everybody. Burt's going to have to follow back. Opens it up for Lindau. Lindau grabs the lead while those two were sorting things out. Yeah, you probably should have jumped in there and raced, Tim. Not sure what we're doing here. Stevens and Burt. Pace truck looks to be trapped over on pit road, and the caution or the flashing lights are on, but not sure what is going to happen here. It looks like we're still counting laps, but they're going to get them side by side. That pace truck's still sitting on pit road. Flashing lights on. That looks like maybe iRacing has a glitch. If you throw the caution while you're still under caution and haven't gone green yet, the pace truck might be getting trapped back there. But we're going to go back to it. Stevens got the restart. Chad Burt second. Josh Whiteman. I think we're on the final lap. Don't know if we're going to see a check or not. But Stevens hanging on to it. It looks like he maybe going to bring it home. They're still racing. I'm not sure how many laps are left of this thing. It's showing me that we are already to the checkered flag. They're 3 wide back there with Whiteman, Fields, and Lindow. And I don't think they're done just yet. I don't even know if that was appropriate on here, but it looks like everybody is going in. I'm not sure how to score that one. I do know that Sean Stevens was out in front. And we are just going to have to look and see what is going to happen here. I'm afraid we're caught in a perpetual loop on this thing. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm not sure what is going on here. I think the pace truck driver locked himself in the truck. I'm not really sure. Locked himself in the truck and he can't find the keys. They had an issue on the pace lap before we went green and tried to extend the caution, and the pace truck never came back to the track. And I have a feeling, yeah, we're going to have to talk to Patrick about that. We may not be able to get the show in. I have got work to do. Well, guys, they glitched it out. I am going to try to find out what race control is doing, and I will let you know about as quick as I can. I'll be right back. All right, it looks like we are probably going to have to switch servers. We may have to start this over. I am not going to restart the stream. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to mute a couple things, and we're going to swap servers, and we will come back. I'll play a little bit of music for you, and we'll come back and get ready to try this again. But in the meantime, he does our national anthem. Pretty impressive little singer here. Kind of tries to stay tied to the old country roots. He's got a couple new songs out. We're going to play one of them here for him. You guys check it out if you like it. Go over to Spotify. Go to your Apple Music, whatever it is, and find Reed Foley. And give him some likes and follows. And just check it out. It's really good stuff here.
I could use a raise, and a week full of Saturdays to put my mind at ease. I've been holding out, I've been holding on, I've been a little too good for a little too long. Counting down the hours till Friday. Tonight I'm gonna get a little sideways, 'cause there's a beer needs drinking, some long neck bottles need clinking. I've got some papa tops and it's 5 o'clock, and I know you know what I'm thinking. There's a line needs a wedding, and some problems that need forgetting. It's a raise your glass and tip it on back kind of weekend, 'cause there's a beer needs drinking. Things to do today. The grass needs mowed and the bills need paid. I ought to change the oil into Chevrolet, but it's all gonna have to wait. 'Cause there's a beer needs drinking, some long neck bottles need clinking. I've got some papa tops and it's 5 o'clock, and I know you know what I'm thinking. There's a line needs a wedding, and some problems that need forgetting. It's a raise your glass and tip it on. There's a beer needs drinking. They say why put off till tomorrow what you could get done today. And there's a 6-pack in the cooler, and I can hear one calling my name. And there's a beer needs drinking, some long neck bottles need clinging. I got some papa tops and it's 5 o'clock, and I know you know what I'm thinking. And there's a line needs a wedding, and some problems that need forgetting. It's a raise your glass and tip it on back kind of weekend, 'cause there's a beer needs drinking, and there's a beer needs drinking. Tight jeans painted on blue, cheer lipstick it was painted on too. We drove down to the lake one night, just me and you there on that farm, laying in the hay behind the old red barn. I'll never forget how good it felt with you in my arms. It's amazing how it feels so right, you and me and the stars so bright. The radio playing and you kept saying, come on baby, won't you hold me tight. The only thing I had on my mind is, girl, I hope to see you just one more time. As long as I live, I'll never forget that night. That night. 10 years have passed by, you went your way and I went mine. Your memory still comes back here all the time. I can't help but think back to you and me laying in the old straw stack. I close my eyes, I can see you smile as my mind goes back. It's amazing how it feels so right, you and me and the stars so bright. The radio playing and you kept saying, come on baby, won't you hold me tight. The only thing I had on my mind is, girl, I hope to see you just one more time. As long as I live, I'll never forget that night. That night. Time rolls on and you can't go back, like a freight train rolling on down the track. And I still smile every time I think that Carolina sky, lighting our world up. You slid closer to me, put your kiss on my cheek, said, baby, don't ever leave until the stars burn out and the sky falls down. I'll be loving you till time runs out. We shine brighter than the others, girl, there ain't no doubt. I'm gonna love you until the stars burn out. Lay your head on my chest and put your hand in mine. Your hair all a mess, and we just talk about life. Watch night disappear from our atmosphere. I could stay right here until the stars burn out and the sky falls down. I'll be loving you till time runs out. We shine brighter than the others, girl, there ain't no doubt.
All right, update time. We are in to our server. Cars starting to make their way around on the Speedway. Just waiting for the last of the guys to get logged in. Appreciate everybody being patient while we wait for the drivers. About 15 of them are checked back in. We had 16 or so before. I don't know who all is missing. I can't remember who was here before, but I think everybody pretty much that made it through the first couple of heats is back. Don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. Let us know you're still here. Let us know where you're watching from. Got a favorite driver? Be sure you shout them out. Just waiting for him to advance the session, ready to go back to it. They are just trying to get the new track worn down just a little bit so that they don't have too fresh a track, because it was worn a little bit when the heat races started in the other session before the glitch. So just giving them a little bit of time here. Just everybody being patient. Watch, Trevor Roy are going to roll it inside. There comes Cameron Pritchard back from pit road. There's old Derek. "15 of our 17 have returned for session number 2, which so far doesn't have any glitches that I can tell. Pritchard, Whiteman, Stevens. The three guys that were quick in the first session, still quick, just not in the same order. Yeah. You need a message of me, Derek. I need to talk to you about tonight earlier. Right now, just waiting for them to advance the session, get us ready to go so we can get back to racing. All right, looks like session getting ready to go here pretty quick. Technical difficulties in server number 1 have relegated us to having to redo things. There goes our session, advancing right along. Qualifying once again. So we'll watch the drivers. We'll see. Maybe they're going to advance past qualifying. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like we're going to advance past. It looks like we're going to cut this down to 2 heat races. Whoop. Wrong one. We'll click that one instead. It'll be Wade Fields and Cameron Pritchard on the front row. And Pritchard, once again, with a great draw. He qualified quick in the first session, started on pole in heat 1, ran away with that thing. He's back up front, but he's got Sean Stevens in his heat this time. And Stevens was the winner in heat number 2 in the other server before the glitch. Miles Jansen will start position 4. Then the third row, Josh Whiteman on the inside of Larry Moody. That is row number 3. And the fourth and final row is going to be Stephen Lindau and Justin Glover side by side. So, little shake up in where the guys started. Not too bad. They'll get ready to kick it off here. Jump through the 2 heats. We'll go straight to our feature, I believe. Yeah, that was a good piece of information to add there about the Racer Supply app. Free app download. A lot of content. A lot of cool stuff in there. It doesn't matter what kind of race fan you are, if you're a sim racing fan or if you're a real racing fan. There's a lot of stuff in there. All right, pace truck out of the way. We're ready for Fields and Pritchard to get us going here. Yeah, just message me later, Derek, please. All right, green flag in the air. Wade Fields was able to grab the lead into 1 and 2, but I think coming out of turn number 2, a lot of momentum on the top side, 21 car. And he's going to take lap number 1. Fields trying to hang on, got Jansen to the inside, now 3 wide out of turn 2. Jansen stuck in the middle, in between Stevens and Fields. He backed out and let those 2 go at it. Stevens trying to work his way around a second. Going to run the bottom side. Fields went to the top, lost some momentum, gives the spot up completely. Now Jansen works to the inside of him. Battle for third. Miles Jansen, Wade Fields. Miles Jansen takes it at the line that time. Josh Whiteman tucked in there in 5th, then Moody, Lindau, and Glover. Going to go back. As they come out of 4, you can see how high they are coming out of that corner and how low they're all running in 1 and 2. Sean Stevens trying to reel in Cameron Pritchard. Pritchard been on a hot streak. couple of weeks now for sure. So he'll come around, 2 to go. Jansen still third. Fields still hanging on to fourth, but Whiteman now closing the gap. Had to check up hard. Fields lost a lot of momentum getting into 1 the last time around. Cameron Pritchard on the white flag lap into 3 and 4. He's going to cruise to a victory. So he'll be starting up front for tonight's 30-lap A-Main. Stevens second, Jansen third, Fields fourth, Whiteman fifth, Moody, Lindau, and Glover rounding things out. We will get ready to go down here. Look at the starting grid. For the second and final heat, going to be Trevor Royer, the 90 car on pole, next to the 138 of Corey Jans. Chad Burt. And that is, he's not in the 10 car. I don't think he's in the 10 car. I remember what number was on that car before. But Chad Burt going to start inside row number 2 next to Matt Grimm. Grimm in the 91. And Steven Fernberg, the 29, inside row 3. Patrick Coluccio, the 99 on the outside. And shotgun in heat number 2, the 57 of Caleb Moen. And Bert's car does have showing number 10. It was a different number in the other server, and it's probably just because he uses the iRacing stamp numbers. So let him roll by. Get us over here to turns 1 and 2 of the pace truck. Gonna drop off when we get around here in turns 1 and 2. This time he'll go to the outside and hop into the pits. And we'll go green out of turn number 4. All righty. Final heat race of the evening. Royer on the throttle, green flag in the air.
Green, green, green.
Everybody cleanly through 1 and 2 down the back stretch. Into 3 and 4, looking at Chad Burt. Burt sitting in the 4th spot right now. Royer out in front. But he's got company. Here comes Corey Jans. Jans on the top side. And Jan's going to work out a turn 4. A lot of momentum. New leader. Corey Jans goes to the point. Royer back to second. Here comes Matt Grimm. Grimm, the black car with the green numbers, running third. And Royer now going to have to defend the position, move up the hill a little bit. Trevor working out of 4, Trill chasing Corey Jans, Matt Grimm behind that little gap between Grimm and Burt. Burt's all by himself in the 4th spot, and then Moen in 5th by himself. Coluccio and Fernberg racing for 6th and 7th. Fairly close back there, but not close enough. Here goes the slider. Royer for the lead in 1 and 2 up the hill. Jan's got a good crossover run. I don't know if he's going to be able to do anything with it here. Out of the bottom of 3 and 4. No, he is not. He slammed the door on Matt Grimm, trying to park himself in between Grimm and Royer right there. That opens it up to half a second for Royer out of 4 to the white flag. Grimm still in 3rd. Down the back stretch, 1, 2, 3. Trevor Royer gonna hang on and pick up the win in heat 2. Corey Jans 2nd, Grimm 3rd, Burt in 4th, Moen 5th, Coluccio 6th, and Fernberg rounding things out. So they won't have much probably in the way of Warner. We'll see if they're going to give them anything at all here, or if they are just going to jump up and try to advance this thing. Well, I really kind of only know 1 or 2 of them. One of them fairly unattractive guy, and the other one, well, he's just not pretty. So there's your answer, Cody Terry. All right, looks like driver's going to get a couple minutes for the warm-up. While they do that, let's pay a bill. We'll be right back. getting back to it. Don't know how long they're going to let these guys go. Doesn't really matter. We'll let them go as long as they want to go. Don't forget about tomorrow night, guys. 8 o'clock Eastern. Elite Performance Industries Hoosier Open Wheel Series. 410 wingless sprint cars. And then closer to the 9 o'clock hour, season finale for Netcode Esports Mighty Midget Series. Double feature. They will come in, run a full show. And then turn around, invert that field, and run a second feature just to finish the season off and crown a champion. They're working 2 grooves into the track, and it's looking pretty good. It looks like we're going to have a high groove, and probably something down 3 and 4 is going to materialize at the bottom. Again, Cameron Pritchard. And Pritchard going to start on the pole for the feature. That's bad news for the rest of the field. Kid has been on an absolute tear. All right, practice session over. That means it is time for us to go feature racing. Let's get ready to look at the starting lineup for tonight's 30-lap A main. On the pole, the 21 of Cameron Pritchard. Next to him, the 90 of Trevor Royer. Then Sean Stevens and Corey Jansen in row 2. Miles Jansen and Matt Grimm making up a row number 3. Row 4 will be Wade Fields and Chad Burt, with Josh Whiteman and Caleb Moen in that 5th row. The 6th row, Larry Moody on the inside, Patrick Coluccio on the out. And then Stephen Lindau and Stephen Fernberg. Stephen and Stevens show back there in row number 7, and Justin Glover will start 15th. Drop the hammer. You know, it's funny, I would say that, but a lot of these guys take that seriously, and it becomes a sledgehammer, and that scares me a little bit. All right, rolling them off. Down through 1 and 2, everybody looking around, trying to see where the shiny and where the sticky is going to be. I see a little dust coming out from behind the pace truck, and I'm finding it hard to believe. That there could be any dust out there right now, but pace truck will duck off. It's going to be up to Pritchard and Royer to get us started here. As they'll go through 3 and 4 for the final time at pace speed. Green flag forthcoming. And here they come down the front stretch. The first time around, and Cameron Pritchard right to the front, locks the left front tire down to the bottom. Surges ahead of Royer. Car to the outside up there. I want to say, I don't know who that is, but we got a caution. Yeah, we got a caution. I don't think Grimm was the cause. No, Sean Stevens, it looks like, gets a little piece, and the next thing you know, everybody's kind of caught up. 3, 4, 5 cars in there. That's Jans's car. Coluccio's in it. Looks like everybody going to be able to drive away. Stevens and Jans both drove theirs to the pits. See if they can get wings replaced on them real quick. All right, going to double them up this time. Ready to go back to green. I think we might have gotten a lap in. I think we still have 29 to go, not 26. So guys are ready to get after it. Back to the green flag. And Cameron Pritchard once again. Miles Jansen now slides up to the third spot. And he's going to challenge Royer. Not going to waste any time. Going to go at him right away. A lot of momentum for Royer through 3 and 4. As they'll work out of 2. They were almost 3 wide. And Royer showed the nose to Pritchard down in 1 and 2. And if Pritchard's got anything else in the car, he's going to have to show it now because Royer, not trying to let him get too far away, slips there coming through the exit of turn number 2 and opens up a pretty good gap. About half a second now for Pritchard. Royer second, Jansen third, Grimm in fourth, and Grimm was looking to the inside, getting into 1 right there. Trying to stay right on the push bar of the 35 of Jansen. Keep that 91 car locked in there. Falls back, loses some grip in 2, and now falling into the clutches of the 71 of Wade Fields. Fields in 5th. Whiteman 6th, Moen 7th. Then Chad Burt, Larry Moody. Sean Stevens with a contact on Lindow. Couple others. Are they going to be able to keep them going? Lindow into the infield. It looks like he's going to get it going. Oh, stopped it right there in turn 2, sitting on the track. He's going to take the car. Car might be broken. He's going to take it straight up to the pit. So our second caution. A lot of contact in there. We were kind of watching when it happened. It was just a bunch of guys racing for the same spots, and they end up getting a little too close to one another. A little touchy, feely. Somebody ends up in the infield. They'll all go get checked out and come right back out. So we'll see if they double them up right here as we come back to 1 to go. And they do exactly that. 23 laps remaining. Get us restarted here out of turn number 4. And Cameron Pritchard, man, on fire right now in the 360 wing cars. On the throttle. Good timing from Royer. He's going to keep him close this time. Here comes Jansen. Jansen taking a peek to the inside. Royer's going to go all the way and find the rim. Keep second for the time being. Royer trying to find momentum. Go on the attack and go on the defense. And now with a slip, Pritchard allows it to become a 3-wide race out of turn number 4 for the lead. Jansen's got it this time. Jansen was down in the basement, found some grip, had the lead the last time around. Now he and Pritchard side by side once again out of 4. And this time Pritchard by half a car. Royer right there in third and running right through the middle, trying to stay in the clean spot. If either driver slips, you'll have a clear path, as we have Matt Grimm having an issue. 91 car. Out of 2 down the backstretch. Contact there, no big deal. Now going into 3 and 4. Oh, gets clipped on the way in by Fields, and that turned him to the right, and then Fernberg creamed him. So third caution, 20 laps remaining. Pritchard, Jensen, Royer, Whiteman, Fields, the top 5. Moen, Moody, Jans, Burt, and Stevens in the top 10. Fernberg, Lindau, and Coluccio. Rounding things out, Matt Grimm and Justin Glover off the track. Don't forget, at the end of the night, we're going to talk to our top 3 real quick. Join us again tomorrow night. Should be Zach Krieger for the 8 o'clock Eastern show, and I will have the late show while we crown the champion for that Mighty Midget Series. Wrapping that up on Thursday nights. All right, back to green again. 20 laps. Maybe 19 to go here. They take the green flag, and it is 19 to go. Pritchard got a good start. Royer trying to take the second spot back from Jansen. Good run down the backstretch. Takes it into 3 and 4. They were side by side. Can Royer find some grip off the bottom? Keep Jansen pressured. Does not. Lets Jansen get it back in there. Here comes Josh Whiteman. Whiteman working around the top side. He's got third away from Royer for the moment. Out of 4, make it Pritchard, Jansen, Whiteman, Royer sliding back to 4th. Caleb Moen around the top side. The 88 machine up to 5th, and it's a mad scramble for 6th, 7th, and 8th. Jan Stevens and Moody all battling. Tight quarters, and behind that, tight quarters again, Burt, Coluccio, and Lindo. Wade Fields is in that group, and so is Steven Fernberg. But that man at it again out in front, Cameron Pritchard. 1 full second. Jansen working hard, starting to stretch away from the battle that is Josh Whiteman and Trevor Royer for third. Whiteman by half a car has the better of it right now. Looking for Trevor Royer to find grip, rip down the backstretch. He does exactly that, pulls right alongside. Out of 4, and once again, Whiteman by 1 car length. Keep our eyes on this battle right here. Now Royer falls in behind. Going to try to cut the car lower. He's going to get pressure from Moen now. Moen goes to the top side, trying to work it, loses ground. Royer back on the attack on Whiteman, just couldn't show him the nose that time around. Pritchard starting to lose some distance. Being run down, first time I have seen Cameron Pritchard get run down when he had the lead ever. This has got to be new, and Miles Jansen is reeling him right in. Jansen's working the bottom and really got the 35 car on a good line, sitting on a pretty angle. He's finding plenty of speed on the exits. Pritchard going to have to work hard to hold the 35 off these guys. 2 full seconds out in front. Nobody close to the battle for the lead right now. As Whiteman holding off Royer for that third spot. 8 to go. Battle is at the front. You can see Jansen pulling right in there. Sizing up Cameron Pritchard. Now it'll all have to wait as Sean Stevens has an issue. The 26 car. Been fast all night. Not running well in this feature. And he goes into 3 and 4. Gets a little help with the right rear. I don't think there's much in the way of damage in that. Everybody able to miss him. So we're going to get a 5 to go restart as we had just reached that point where we are about to be at the wave lap. It'll be 6 to go when we go back to green. Track really starting to look worn now. The guys at the front are running down at the bottom. I can't think of anybody in that top 5 that was running the. Well, Caleb Moen. Caleb Moen was running the top, and he was holding on to 5th place in front of Corey Jans there. But this will be a single file restart this time. The lights are going to go off on that pace truck. There they go. They'll line them up single file. 6 laps remaining. All right, out of 3 and 4.
Green, green, green.
Pritchard back on the throttle. He gets a good gap on Jansen there. Whiteman tried to show Jansen the nose, and Jansen just drove away with Pritchard. We'll see if Trevor Royer can make the very top shelf work right here. 5 to go that time. Wave lap for your leader. Here comes Royer around the top. Now goes to the middle. He thought Whiteman was going upstairs. Whiteman didn't do it. He put it right in the center of the track. Trevor Royer trying to find some grip, some momentum. But we're down to 3 to go, and Pritchard half a second in front of Jansen. Stretching it out to 6/10 now. 2 to go this time by. Whiteman's still third, and Whiteman's got half a second on Royer at the moment. Jansen with a wiggle out of 2, loses some more distance. It's 0.8 of a second now. The white flag goes up. Cameron Pritchard gets to it first, and Jansen, Whiteman, Royer, and Moen. Here comes the 90 car of Royer. I don't think he's going to have enough. Pritchard out of 4. He's going to do it again. He's going to pick up the feature win. Miles Jansen second. And at the line, Whiteman by just a nose. I think if there was one more lap, Royer might have had something for Whiteman there, but not enough. So Pritchard, Jansen, Whiteman, top 3, and then Royer and Moody. Moody got around Moen at the end. He picks up a top 5. So we'll get the guys down here on our front stretch. Wait for them to jump in the chat. Tell you what, while we're waiting, let's real quick look at our finishing results here. Pritchard, Jansen, Whiteman, Royer, Moody, then Moen, Jans, Field, Lindau, Stevens, Burt, Fernberg, Coluccio, Graham, and Glover. Rounding everything out. 15 cars tonight, 30 laps. Good race. All right, let's go find Josh Whiteman and try to chat with him. Josh Whiteman, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, tough run for you tonight. You had a lot of challenges, especially from the 90 car those last few laps, man. How was the feature?
It was a fun race. Credit to Trevor there for racing me clean. This is a pretty tough track. It gets pretty slick. It's technical and it's hard to pass. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looked like you were able to find some stuff in the middle and kind of fend him off, and he was going to the high side. And usually we see that very outside find momentum, especially out of turn 4. How are you able to find any kind of launch forward coming out of the corners?
The track it looked like it was getting some moisture back in it in the middle, I thought, so I was trying to keep my right rear in there. But yeah, this is we're still learning here. I'll gladly take third. I got a lot of people to give credit to. So,
well, it was an awesome run, and you said you got a lot of people. We'll let you get to that before we let you get out of here.
Yeah, got to thank the boys and my whole team over at American Dirt Motorsports and all of our team sponsors. Keep me pretty well in check, motivate me. So, yeah, I'm happy to be a part of this group and hopefully continue to have good runs in the series and contend for a championship, hopefully.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great run. We'll look forward to seeing you back here next week.
Yep, thanks, Roger.
Josh Whiteman runs third tonight. All right, let's get Miles Jensen. He told me earlier he was going to try to come over here and make a run where he could actually come talk to me in the booth. He accomplishes that goal. Ends up here talking to us tonight, running second. Just a little too much 21 car to chase down tonight, right, Dan?
Man, I'm getting sick of chasing Cameron.
You're not the first person this week that has said that.
I mean, the 21 car is just always so good, and he's got great teammates that are able to give him information to figure it out. I was running the bottom. I knew that it was going to be at the bottom the whole race, so I just figured out a groove on the bottom, and I knew that I would end up becoming faster than the two guys in front running the top. And when I got around them two, and I had the lead for a little bit there, not by much, but I had the lead. And then that yellow came out. I knew I showed Cameron where to go, and he went to the bottom just like I predicted, and he did not get off it. And then I caught up to him on the bottom, and I was riding right on his tail for a few good laps there, and he figured out how I was running it, and then he ended up just walking me. The 21 car is always fast, and I love racing against him. I learned some stuff from him, and he seems to be learning some stuff from me. It's a good competition between the several leagues we race against each other with.
Yeah, it looked like you got there, and then the chips didn't quite fall your way. But it's still an awesome run, man. You're going to come home second. I'm sure you got plenty of shout-outs and thank yous before we let you head out.
Yeah, I just got to thank Caleb Moen. He was in Discord with me tonight, and we were helping each other out. He was watching my back. I was watching his back. And I also got to thank Ryback Companies. Dave has been sponsoring me for a while now, and he does his best to give me what I need.
All right, man. Well, a great run. Congrats on a good second-place finish, and we'll look forward to seeing you in all the series next week.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, your second-place finisher tonight, Miles Jensen. And now we're going to move on. We're just going to get a chair. We're just going to put his name on it and just leave it right up here in the booth beside us. This has got to be at least 3, maybe more than that, in a row features here on DRN where the 21 car is parked. First in the line, Cameron Pritchard. We're going to add weight to your car. We got to do something. Slow you down.
Yeah, it was what a fun race. Always love running against Miles Jansen. You could always learn something from him, and I did during that race. He found the bottom way better than me, and I had to have my spotter tell me to do it, and I did it, and it still didn't work. So I found it again, and it just somehow prevailed.
Well, it was an awesome run, and I told everybody that was watching the broadcast when you got to start up front, I was like, man, this is dangerous for the rest of the field. And you shot out there about a second and a half before we caught a caution. And then after that, it looked like Jansen kind of had things figured out, and he was able to hound you a long time. How nervous, knowing that he is right there. I know you could hear him, but knowing he's right there, and one tiny slip, and he's going to roll right on by.
Yeah, I heard him after that caution, and I was actually getting a little nervous there. I was actually pretty upset with that caution. I wanted to go just whole green, maybe get some lappers to put in between them, but just wasn't able to do that. And just thanks to Dave and everybody over there for spotting and telling me what the line was and tell me what he was running, because if I didn't know he was going wide like that, I'm sure he would have found something to get under me. So just thankful that Dave told me to back her out like that and was able to just find it and then hug the tractor tires and not hit them and just keep going forward. And I think I started gapping them there at the end. So just all in all, just a good run. Just got to thank the whole team over there.
Well, you got a chance to thank your team. Any of the sponsors on the car you need to shout out before we let you celebrate another victory? And a lot of guys are starting to tell me they're tired of chasing the 21 car.
Yeah, Falcons Brothers Trucking, Tribadine Performance Industries, CSI for Track and Trail Power Sports from the car, and just Dirty Sets and just the Dirty South team. I know Dean, and I'm sure he tuned in to watch. I know his family members might be watching too. So just shout out to them for the support, and and just the whole team, Dean, Dave, Greg, Tommy Scott, all them guys that help out and just tell me what to do. And Dean, just with the whole thing, he spends so much time on the sets and the cars. So just a shout out to him for just, putting all the time in for us.
All right, man. Well, congrats on another great win. We'll look forward to seeing you back on the network over the weekend. And I don't know, maybe somebody eventually will step up and challenge you.
Yeah, thank you.
Cameron Pritchard picking up the win tonight. That is several in a row now, and, man, he's fast. Guys, if you're going to be the best, I guess that's the car you're going to have to beat right now, because in the 360s, the 21 car is it. Yeah, those guys over there got him rolling fast, and it's going to be hard to put him in the rear view. So congrats to him on the win. Congrats to everybody on a great run tonight. Guys, don't forget about tuning in tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, for the Elite Performance Industries Hoosier Open Wheel Series. We should have Zach Krieger back for that one, and then I will finish out the season with the Mighty Midgets at Netcode Esports. That's at about 9 o'clock Eastern, I think it is, 9 o'clock. And we go live with that one. So mark the calendars. Make sure you tune in. If you haven't already, like, share, follow over on the Facebook page, Dirt Racing Network. If you're on YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo, hit subscribe button, each and every time we go live. Until we see you the next time, we appreciate you tuning in. For everybody here